Yeah, make sure y'all check me out on my podcast. All right. Now, I know everyone knows about Sweeties. Everybody knows about Sweetie Pies and the franchise and the TV show that was on there, which is owned by Oprah. And we all know about Sweetie, how he was the son. He had a problem with his mama. Sometimes they would go back and forth. He ran certain other shops, and he had at one time had a baby mom and had a problem with her, and she had moved on, had a baby with somebody else, and everything. Right? He just had a lot of problems. Well, it has come to my attention that he had something to do with Andre's death. Now, if you watch Sweetie Pies, and I did watch the show, Andre was the nephew, and I'm gonna tell you something. Andre was having a lot of problems on the show. When you watch the show, you fell in love with him. Like he had a lot of issues, but he was talented. He was smart. His grandmother loved him, and it seemed like I would watch it because I had my at the time I had smaller children. I remember working in between doing stuff. I would catch the show because I wanted to see how Andre was doing. And then I can remember one time it came on, it was like he got killed and they didn't know why. I was like, yo, what's up with that? Now I knew that he had kind of a shifty lifestyle or whatever beforehand, but he really had cleaned his act up. So to be honest, and I hate to say it, I just assumed that his lifestyle caught up with him and that's why he had died. Well, it's come to light that it may have been family that took this brother out. Tim. Now, word on the curb is a stripper was involved, met up with Andre, told Tim what was good where he was. All of a sudden, comes from California, he goes to, I think it was Detroit. All of a sudden, the same day that Andre is killed. After Andre is killed, the stripper all of a sudden has money. She's moving in offshore accounts, different accounts, or whatever, trying to hide the money she's making or she made. Because she was the one that actually called Andre to meet up. And there was a life insurance policy that Tim took out in his name. The beneficiary, Tim. She's also arrested as well. Nothing about this to me makes any sense at all. Even him taking the picture smiling. I can understand it's like, I did not do this or whatever. And I'm innocent or whatever you want to say. But I don't understand the smiling. In this kind of situation where people are literally saying that you killed your family, this young man was very young and had a future. I don't care what his background was. He was changing. You almost feel like him being associated with the family and the Sweetie Pie franchise was more dangerous than him being on the streets where the thugs or whoever were at and the crime and everything else. He was better off there. He may have still been alive and he would not have been going down there trying to do something better for himself. His grandmother was trying to help him be better. And this is not going to be the end of it. No, no, no. This young man. his life. People are online all the time because what else is there to do for a lot of people who don't work or who cannot work? It is a shame. It is a shame in so many words. If this man, I mean, they his crime. They're saying murder for hire for what was he 17, 18 years old? Murder for hire, and she's also for conspiracy. I didn't even want to actually address or even make a video about this, but I'm like, you guys, you know how I feel about y'all. So of course I'm going to tell you guys what I know and hearing about this. And I know it's a lot of Sweetie Pie fans out there. Diddy Love says lies. Diddy Love says lies. Hold on. Not thick thigh. Yes, darling. Yes. Did you want to come on real quick? I know that you don't do your lives and everything. I mean, well, but you can come on real quick. You don't have to show yourself. I'm not showing myself anyway, so it really won't be you shown. It'll be this shown. Yes, ma'am. Just in case you want to. Uh-oh. And there's a link just in case you want to hit. If anybody wants the link, the link is there, and you can come on the panel up here with me and add to about Mr. Tim's sweet pies. And you don't have to show your face or anything to comment and be on screen up here with me. You just can have your voice. That's a lot of booty to be going to jail. You know what did he love? I can't with you. I'm out here sitting out here. I couldn't believe when I heard about it. I was like, you got to be kidding me. What would be worth to kill your nephew? What kind of money? I'm trying to figure out what kind of money would even be worth. There's no money amount, and I'm being sarcastic when there is not a money amount. This brother really, and I started to wonder, was there some sort of jealousy for the? Because to me, he always seemed like a grown man. Uh, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. He's a big man, but like small brain and very immature. I always thought that, and this when I used to watch the show a lot. I always thought he was, and then when he would go against his mom, he was never, hey mom, I got this great idea, and I know the mom was kind of hard, but he just acted like a little boy. He was just annoying to me. I don't know. Hold on, yeah, I was messing with my. Okay. Wait a minute. Didi Love is in the building.
Yeah.
I'm
What it
sorry, my
do?
bad. What's up, mama?
No, Tim, you know what? Hi, everybody. First of all, what up, podcast?
Yeah, what's
Um,
going on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube? Didi
um,
Love is in the building.
ow. Tim must be really shady. I recently just read an article about his baby mom, Janae, not allowing him to see the son. Because you remember a few weeks ago, they was having beef on Instagram,
Right.
and Miss Bobby had got involved too, but maybe Janae knows what other people don't, Tim is scuzzy. Mm.
Yes. What I'm saying to you is this. Now look, I know we cover and see all kind of stuff. I know you do too. How far off do you think that's like, wow, I can't believe it too? You know what? This is a possibility.
I honestly don't believe it. I don't. But, they just arrested Jam Master Jay murderers. How long has it been? What, 20 years or something? So, who knows? But I don't believe this one. Why would he do that? Like, did he have the boy in an insurance policy? Why
Yes,
would he?
yes, I said that earlier. Yes, he actually was the insurance policy, and he was the one that benefited. Yes.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's disgusting. That's greedy. That's disgusting. If so, may his big old booty and them thighs get everything that he got coming when he entered that prison. Okay. Because that is some grimy shit.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my
Like
God. And then
he all of a sudden the same day that he died, the boy he all of a sudden left California and went and traveled there, and the stripper that actually met up with him that night was in contact with Tim the day before, I think the day after, and even the money that was she was probably transferring to different offshore accounts was sent from him, Tim, because she set him up, like, meet me here for a screw or whatever they were going to do. And yeah, he set all that up. Yes, ma'am.
tell me that is not a current mugshot of him smiling like that.
That's exactly
Being a
what I said. I mean, I don't. This is all connected. You can look it up, and I'm like, this is
yeah,
crazy to me because the baby mom. I always thought she was a little off herself, but
yeah.
the way she left the family, like all that money she probably could have made, and her son. I said, there's got to be something to that she always
Well, the
said that
good
he was
thing,
crazy.
but the good thing about her, this is why it's important to always be an independent woman. She didn't need his money. She had her own income, and she got another husband with some income too. So
And he
she
saw
didn't
her
need.
too.
Yeah, because she cut him off totally. Like he wasn't seeing that little boy at all, and neither was Miss Robbie. So, and then because Tim said he went to her house one day and something about the guy pulled a gun on her, but you got to remember they all from the Lou at the end of the day, you know.
Well, it's like this. Even if that was in Louisiana, same thing. It's like, bro, you already know that you guys are not gonna see eye to eye. You literally, well, you're with the woman that he still feels salty about. So he probably came over there with his chest out. He didn't come over there just like, hey, how you doing? He probably came
Well,
over there with
no,
the
he
rah
said
rah.
he did it because he hadn't seen the boy. She crazy. Women are crazy too. I don't put
Oh,
it past her.
I
I
said she
believe the
crazy.
story he gave when he said that she wilded out on him. I believed it. I definitely did. hmm
Oh, I
Because
do
I
believe
don't,
that.
I don't think. Now, what I will say is, I never really felt like they were like madly in love with each other.
I always felt like that was a whole, like, let me see, I can say this, like, TV. Because I mean, I'm sorry, I never thought that he was that cute. I thought he was, weirdly whatever. I just thought that he was a big grown child, but a child still mentally, and how he reacted to things.
Yeah.
And then she was just there for the camera time and money. When I said that child, I was like, oh, I really believe
But
that
what
she's gonna be out
what
of
I
there.
knew was when he came from
Hey,
behind the
Cece.
counter and I saw that big booty, and all
Oh
them
my
hips.
god.
I, I said, nah.
Oh Jesus.
Not this that 10, baby.
Oh my god! I ain't gonna lie.
Nah.
When I saw him, I was like, "Ooh!" I said, "I just don't see it." Cause she,
And
cause
he's
him,
silly on top of that. Like, no.
you say he what?
He like you said, he kind of silly, kind of immature. So
He's
no.
very immature. The way he be stomping around like his mom didn't like agree with everything he wanted to do. He would act like a child, and I would just be like, I, I was like, I can't. I don't know how she did it.
Well, if this, I wouldn't give him $1 if I was her. I wouldn't get him a lawyer. I wouldn't do anything for him at all. He would be on his own. If he
What?
killed my grandson,
Right.
it would be a wrap for him. Mm-hmm.
But see, people are pissed off because they're saying this. Like this boy Andre, like everybody's not perfect. We all have a past or whatever. But I actually was watching when Andre came onto the
Yes,
show. I literally was
yes,
watching it. I actually
yes,
tuned in more to see
absolutely.
what was happening
Yes.
with Andre because it was a different aspect of just the sweeties or
Yeah.
whatever. And
And
then
remember,
when
he
I'm
got his GED and
yeah,
everything. Like,
girl, come
let me
through.
tell you something.
Yes. Yes.
When he got killed, let me tell you something. I boohoo cried for Andre. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I remember he moved up there to have a better life. Miss
Yes.
Robbie loved him down. Charles was helping him. He made a change. And so, like, Tim is a real sicko. Girl, oh my God.
Well, I feel
Mm.
like I'm gonna tell you something. The root of all this probably is jealousy,
And
because if
money.
you, well, yes,
Money.
that's the root of evil. But I'm gonna say this: if you watched it, if, like you said, you watched it. So when he first came on there, I felt like he stole the shine from a lot of people, not just him. What the one name you said earlier?
Charles.
Charles. Not saying that Charles had an issue, but I'm gonna say this because Charles and Andre were actually close in real life. But
Mm.
the grandmother had really taken really wanted to put some time into him, and I think that bothered him because remember that's a son. There's been a dynamic for over years where it's like the son will grow up and the mother will take more of a shine to the grandchild. This has been going on for black people for a long time, and they'll start hating on that young man. And I didn't think it would ever come to something like this, but I'm trying to figure out what would be the reason. The money
I
to me,
think
the amount they said would not it's not worth it. I don't get it.
how much money they said it was.
I have to go back and look it up. It's in the article,
But
and I can't read it from
but
here.
but
But
but I believe that Tim's a greedy bit. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, remember Miss Robbie had to get a lawyer to stop him from opening up businesses in her name. You know what I'm saying? So he was running through her money too. So he has money problems. People with money, desperate people do desperate things, but to kill, I mean, like, why wouldn't you just buy like a kilo of cocaine and try to flip it or something? You really gonna kill your cousin? Like, really? That was an option? Are you crazy? Mm-mm.
and the
No.
stripper thing to me, and the thing about it, she has a big part of it. That's why she's also arrested on conspiracy charges. So it's like,
Good.
and she's going to sing as far as like tell the whole truth, but the truth because she's like, look, I'm not going down for this fool.
And see, but that's the problem. That's the problem. These men are obsessed with sex and the illusion and porn. A damn stripper taking you down. You idiot.
It's really bad. It's really bad that it had to been a stripper, and the fact that
Like,
she knew
he
about
couldn't
it.
get it. Here's the thing, though. If you couldn't get her without the cash, then you need to leave her alone. Because we all know if it wasn't money on the table, money on the flow, she wouldn't be interested in you, bro.
Okay, but what if
So
it was like, okay, my big cuz setting up something for me to, a girl that he know that's gonna really, not that just I did. He said because this boy Tim set everything up. I mean everything from the stripper down to the meetings and all of it. He flew down and made sure he knew what was going on. This dude did all of this. Money was deposited in exchange within hours of this boy being shot and killed because once he was shot, he was gone. Before I don't think he
oh my
maybe he
God.
made it to the hospital, but he was gone. So I mean, it
Uh,
was a malicious. It was like a assassination for what? A guy who got out of high school. What threat is that to you? Before the fact he was a life to
but
live.
how dare you make someone, you decide that his life is disposable. Now, Andre was his son's brother, right? I mean, his brother's son. That's the brother that got killed. That was his
Yes,
son.
yes. I think he
Right.
might have had something to do that for all we know. Let's look. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
poor Miss Robbie. My heart is broken for
ugh,
Miss Robbie. Oh my God. Prayers out for Miss
yeah.
Robbie and the whole Sweetie Pie family and her sisters, everybody. Because that's disgusting. Like, because I'm telling you, if it was me, you already know how I forgive. Oh no, 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 no. He couldn't get a phone call, nothing for me.
Right,
Not even I
nothing.
wouldn't even wait to stamp on him, please. No.
And and this is the kind of stuff somebody who's old like this be dealing with this kind of stuff. That I mean, you get of age, and so much is going on in the world to have to hear that my son being arrested because of the grandson that I loved and didn't know who killed. He did that. I would really question my other son's death. Maybe he wanted to be the only one to get mama's love. He might be off his rocker. We don't know. For you to do this, something
Yeah. You
mentally
saw
is
that
not
movie.
right.
You saw that movie, The Good Son, right?
The who?
The Good Son.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it's possible. Tim is a sicko. Real talk. That is so just poor Miss Robbie. Like I said, you took her grandson away from her. She already lost her son. Now she lost you too. Because he would be dead to me. I'm dead. He could not call me about a damn thing. Okay. Nothing.
He probably is at this point. Like, real. I mean, can you imagine that phone call? Like, you sitting back, and all of a sudden, like, hey, I guess I'm gonna tell you,
But
and
you know what I will
you
tell
know,
you? I don't believe for 1 minute that she's surprised. That I will say, because Miss Robbie ain't no damn fool. Now I do know that.
she's
So
not.
no, I don't think she was surprised because you got to think about it. Tim has been doing a lot of shady stuff lately. It's just like those are the little things we know about. That's just the tip of the iceberg. You know, there's
Fact.
always more. So I'm sure when she heard that, she probably knew all along. I'm sure there was, a little dark doubt in her heart because he got money problems. He's bleeding money, and think about it now. I mean, he's just uh, oh my god. So where did they catch the stripper at? Over
Uh,
on the island, or they caught her here?
no,
I
it
don't
seems like the story is ever turning as far as tonight, like today.
know.
It just more stuff coming out. Like by tomorrow, it's gonna be like probably boom, because she's going to sit there in that room and be like, okay, this is what happened, A B C D E F G, because I can't imagine this weighing on me. Regardless of people can judge her and say she's a stripper, you still human. I'm pretty sure it's been weighing on her for a minute. So as soon as somebody was like, what happened? Oh, finally, this, because that's
Nah, hell
horrible.
nah.
That's
Nah, nah, nah,
horrible.
nah. Nah, I don't
I'm
believe
not
that.
saying no, 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 no. I'm not saying giving her no
I
kind of
believe here's what
pass.
happened. The money ran out, or the detectives they just never let up. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else told, and they pointed them in the right direction. I don't believe for 1 minute, because for you to even be a part of something like that, you don't, your heart is cold. You a cold hearted person, because that
Well,
was
then,
a boy.
then I'm gonna say something then too. If that's the case, then who she talking to? She's an idiot. If you commit a crime like this, the one thing I don't understand is why are you talking to people about it
That's
and
what
think that
people do.
I don't care if it's been 10 years later. Somebody could all of a sudden come by some funny stuff and be like, oh man, you know what? I got something to tell you. I know you want to arrest me, but I got somebody better for you because I don't give a care what's going on. Their life is gonna be worth to them more than yours. So why would you tell some stuff like that? I don't get
But
it.
but you got to remember too. I remember when it happened. Now he was at the studio and somebody called him and he went outside. So they knew from the beginning that it was a setup. They already knew that. So
Hmm.
it was just a matter of tracking the shit down. You know what I mean? Linking phone calls or whatever. But they knew it was a setup. So I don't know. I don't think she. I don't think she had a change of heart. Mm-mm. No. I think they ran out of money. I think that's what happened because it wasn't that much. You said it was nothing really. So
Not no. It's in the article, but you can probably. I'm pretty sure you can Google that after you get off of here. But to me, the money amount was just not like, oh my god. But even I don't give a care if it was, oh my god. Why? You could have gotten
well,
anybody
Jennifer.
killed. If that was the case.
Well, look, Jennifer from Basketball Wives better be happy. She dodged a bullet. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Because obviously maybe Tim did beat her ass too. I'm sorry, maybe Tim did beat her down, like he said, like she said.
I mean, look. To me, the track record he has of women that came after him, they speak
Right.
bad, and just like you say too. I'm pretty sure Mama knows about these bad. I'm pretty sure young girls, baby, that she baby gave hush money, like, oh, don't say anything. I'm talking about when he was younger. I'm pretty sure there's been more than just
Remember, he was
Jennifer and
locked up.
whoever else.
Remember, Tim did a lot of time in prison too. Remember?
Yeah.
So here's the thing: when men go to prison for a long time, depending on what age they are when they go, and their maturity level already, if you got the mentality of a 12-year-old, that's where you're stuck.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's immature, childish. I don't. How many years did he do? Was it 12 or 18?
I can't remember. I mean, I
I
used to follow this stuff, but
don't know why I want to say something crazy like that. But
he
it's
is just.
stunted.
You said what? It's
He's
starting to
stunted.
grow.
And then he didn't have a male father. Who was his father? Where's his dad? He never spoke really of his dad.
His
So
resentment towards his mom because his mom was in, and the thing about it when I really looked, when the show first came out, I was like, oh snap, she really was, as far as music, I looked her up, she really was into that, the music or whatever. She was a part of a thing.
yeah,
So I can't imagine he probably was raised by uncle, auntie, grandmama's, and he probably to me,
you know what? I didn't really get that vibe though.
no,
I feel like
to me
she's
he
a
resents
working
his mom.
woman.
I'm
You know
sorry, I
what?
feel like he resent her. I feel like
I
that.
feel like she's a working woman. They have a tight knit family. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we eat. Look, everybody eating, and that's the thing about it. Everybody was eating off Miss Robbie. Miss Robbie made sure everybody in her family was good. cousin,
True.
niece, sister, everybody. So
But
I,
remember,
but you can't knock a sister for that. That would be like
no, no,
saying
no,
a
no,
re-
no, no. You know, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I always commend her because her
right.
making the music and then taking that brand and then spinning off with the food. I thought that's genius. What I'm saying is, he's a spoiled little boy. He because I would hear her and her sister talk about him when he was small. He was raised by everybody. I just always feel like he resent his mom. I don't know because fact he didn't make his own or they do it through his
Well,
mom. It just always something there. I always
but
felt
there are
it.
some people who feel entitled.
Mm.
You know, like he felt like he had the right to spend her money. He felt like he remember even on the show he opened up a business she didn't even know about. It was that the
I
one in
remember
Al
that. Yep.
remember?
Yep.
Soho or Sono or whatever it was. Yeah. So and that was her money. Sneaking around, opening up stuff with her money. And I mean, to the point where she had to really get a lawyer and file an injunction against him. So it went beyond reality TV. And real talk, if Oprah was smart, she would bring that shit back right now, honey. Because now's the time you can get them ratings for Sweetie Pies. Because I'm here for it. I want to know what's really going on. What's
Oh,
really good?
it be some coins. You right, but even it's replays. I swear, you right
Right.
about that.
Oh, mm-hmm. But I say bring it back. Bring it back for 10 weeks. What's going on? Because even did you know that Janae and the cousin fell out too? Monique.
Really? Yes, I didn't
Janae
know that.
stole, Janae stole, not only did Janae steal Monique's business, Janae stole Monique's man, apparently, too, girl.
Oh my
Mm,
god.
shit.
Uh-uh.
Things got really ugly, right? But Janae bounced back and got another business, so she good. But Janae did some underhanded, sneaky, she was cutthroat, snakish type behavior. Mm-hmm.
And see, that would be some good entertainment right there.
Let me tell you, when I seen Miss Robbie on Instagram 2, 3 weeks ago, I said, Lord, they need to bring Sweetie Pies back right now. Right now. Okay. Because she was serious. And Miss Robbie's an OG. She ain't getting on Instagram unless it's real. Like she's really upset.
You're about the
So,
baby, right? You're about the little
yeah,
boy. Okay.
right. He gotta be like what, 10 now, 11? He
Yeah,
a
something
big
like that.
man. And then the girl keeping him away from all of them. Like, if anything, I would let the grandmother see him. Because you,
Facts.
you you ate off the grandmother. Because I remember you was spending money too, Miss. Uh-huh. Yeah,
Facts.
you was spending money too.
Facts. So look. You say everything I just want just now. That was facts.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So
You was part of the family too.
real talk. She ate off of that
Of
family, and for her
course.
to be so stuck up, like all of a sudden, like, oh, I got somebody better. Because to me, the way she worked, where her mind was, I don't think she would have cared. You with somebody else. All I care about is my grandson.
She
I can't
said
hardly stand my son anyway.
because
Period.
remember when
Like,
she got married, she was more than open hearted with them. Miss Robbie never cared. But oh wait, since we talking about sweetie pies, I gotta give a special shout out to the cousin Michelle. Michelle who holds it down in the back, who don't play that. You remember Michelle? Michelle is
yes,
funny.
yes.
Woo! Now Michelle don't play, and I bet you, like I said, I bet any amount of money they know what time it is with Tim. Ain't nobody surprised. They
Well,
sad, but I don't think they surprised at all. Because
no,
when you
because
discuss,
Tim had a lot of creepiness that he had going on throughout the show. And everybody said it, even people who just fans who comment on the show, they will have negative things to say about Tim. Period. They did, and it wasn't like positive stuff. It was like you go through the old comments, especially now. Oh, I thought this, I thought that, or people who worked in the stores said that he tried things. When you would see Tim go on the road, I'm going to all this. Tim was out there smashing or trying to with his weird looking
trying to
self.
throw them pork chops around, girl. Don't nobody want to poke shoulder, Tim. Keep it.
I just thought it was weird. I swear, I swear, I thought it was weird.
I'm not surprised. Like I said, he's one of those people. Like he's not. I mean, some guys are never going to get it without the cash. You feel me? So
Right.
that is his whole shebang. Like so. He out throwing them hips around. Like I said, when he came from behind that counter, I was like, "Oh, damn, Tim, damn," you know.
Oh my God. Hello? Hello? Did I mute her? If I did, it was an accident.
Hello? You still hear
Okay,
me, girl?
yeah, that would just be when I was when I play something, it just be a noise, a sound bite. But you still good. Just mute you for a second, you come right back. That's all it is.
You heard me?
But
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yes, I'm just telling you. I was playing a little. You when you
Oh
go
no,
back
I
to
heard
the
that part, but then my
okay.
screen, I guess when you don't touch the screen, it fade out.
Oh, I got you. Okay, cause see, 'cause they
Yeah.
can't see nothing behind it. All they see is a picture I got up here of the poor little nephew Andre up there.
Oh,
You see it
Andre,
pointing in my head.
and his poor mother, I feel for her because but see, that's the thing. Also, when people got to stop sending their children other places, thinking that
Come
it's gonna
through.
be life, because that's not always the situation. There's a young man here from Connecticut. I just read this the other day. He's 14, right?
Mhm.
When
Mhm.
COVID happened, his family sent him down to Virginia. I don't know, to stay with an aunt, uncle, or somebody. Anyway, the little boy went missing. They
Mm.
found they found him like 10 days later, buried in a shallow grave. I just read they just arrested a family member. You know what I'm saying? They didn't say
Oh
which
my
one it
God! Why?
is.
What's
Girl, who knows? Who knows? That's why don't send your children places because everybody not welcome and people got mental illness. People children are crazy. People think, oh, kids, they get along. Oh, children, they get along. No, some kids are jealous and hateful. Some kids are psychos and sociopaths, and their
mm.
parents are in denial. So don't just let your children be going off to be with other kids. I don't play that. Oh no.
Well, see, that's the old time situation where like a kid is acting crazy. They
See,
send them
I
to
can't hear you.
grandma's or
Somebody was calling my phone. Hold on, let me see if I can get you. Hello, you hear me? I'm gonna go out and go back in.
You back? Can you hear me?
Hello, you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes.
All right. Somebody was calling me. Not it bumped me out.
Okay, I got you. I was like, I don't know what happened. I was just talking away. I was like, yo, what?
Okay, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Yeah, this is a tragedy though. But yeah, don't send your kids away with people because
Oh
you
yeah.
don't know where you're sending them to. They don't always come back.
Well, I'm gonna say that's an old time tradition where it's like, okay, you have a son acting crazy in class, mixing with girls, whatever the daughter same thing. They send him out to, Grandma Rose, who's real strict and all the comes to make clean the walls, whatever. Someone now in them old days, a lot of that stuff would work. A summer away, the kid be so happy to come back home to, their own room and bed, and you know what I'm saying. They'd be so
Mm,
excited that it's like, okay, I'm not going to grandma's house. It was horrible. I just stayed with all them cousins, same room. It was shitty, excuse me, whatever. But nowadays, these kids, it's like you said, you don't know where these kids get sent. My mom would tell me this all the time. She would say, "People want you to come stay with them." I said, "Mom, why can't we go over here, whatever?" She said, "You know
mm,
why? Because they want you to come down and stay and clean their house and be their slave." She said, "Hell no, you could do that here in your own house. Spend your whole
exactly.
summer doing that." So I'm like, I remember that. So like you were saying, it's true.
People mistreat your kids. Yep. So unfortunately, that's what happened to Andre. And for Tim to be such a greedy, self-centered, entitled, no good, low down snake. I mean,
Mm.
to kill that young man. Oh my God. Like, oh my
His
God. Like,
mom,
yeah,
his
you're
mom
right.
didn't want to do it. Go ahead.
But I really want to watch it again because now I can't remember. Like, I know him and Charles was really cool, but what was his relationship with Andre? You
You
know?
know what? We could probably find that on YouTube, full
Mm,
episodes, if we wanted to. I actually, watch on the app. I'm thinking about going through and searching if I can find a episode because I really want to, like you say, I want to see. I do remember it was weird. He was trying to help Andre, but I always felt like, and this is, I remember watching it like it was almost like fake, like he didn't really want Andre there. I always felt like he was being extra hard on Andre, and I just want to know why. It's something.
Hmm.
It's something with
Yeah,
that boy.
yeah. Now that you say that, yeah, because I'm like, wait, what? Like you said, run that back. Let's see that. That's what we inquiring minds want to know.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up tonight. And I'm gonna look at some old
Damn
test.
it! Hello,
Hmm.
this motherfucker. Sorry. Oh, can y'all hear me cursing? My bad.
Can
Hold
you hear
on.
me?
Somebody keep calling my phone. I'm gonna leave out and come back. Damn.
Well, Miss Didi is getting some calls. That's my first time really having like a co-host talking about a topic on here, and I actually enjoyed that. Talking about this whole situation with Andre and Tim. Um, I'm probably going to end this live, and hopefully Didi will pick this live up on her channel, Didi Love. Type Didi Love, and that's pretty much who that is. Um, leave comments below. Let me know what you guys think about this, and if I have more information, we'll talk about this more next time.